Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Measure for Measure, and today we get to hear from Angelo in Act 4, Scene 4. So lots of stuff is going on at the moment. Angelo thinks that he slept with Isabella, but actually he slept with Mariana, and Isabella was hoping that that would free her brother Claudio, which it didn't do. Angelo actually said that Claudio had to die by 4 o'clock in the morning and his head should be brought to him. But the Duke and the Provost worked together to take the head of a prisoner who had just died of natural causes that morning and happened to look like Claudio to Angelo instead. So Claudio is still alive, as is Barnardine, the very drunk prisoner who's been living there for like 9 years and probably should have been executed, but whatever, that's beside the point. And yeah, the Duke didn't tell Isabella that Claudio is still alive. He actually told her that Claudio was dead and is letting her believe that for a little while because it's more convenient for him to do so for a little while longer. And he's currently in the middle of coordinating a grand unveiling of himself to come back to Vienna. He says he's going to be, he's written all these letters and sent all these letters to different places saying that he's going to come back to Vienna and he'll be there 2 days from now. And that Angelo and Aeschylus should meet him at the gates and all of this sort of stuff. And he told Isabella that she should be there too and all of these things. He wants this to be like a great big reveal when he comes back to Vienna. So at the beginning of Act 4, Scene 4, we've got Angelo and Aeschylus. Actually, the entire scene is just Angelo and Aeschylus. But we've got the two of them, and they're like, these letters don't make any sense. They all contradict each other, and what does it matter if we meet him at the gates? Why do we hand over power there? Wouldn't it make more sense to like do that in a official room where we can sign documents and all of that stuff? This is just nuts. And they're like trying to make some sort of sense out of it, and Aeschylus is like, okay, I'm gonna go see to some things. And Angelo says, good night. And Aeschylus leaves. This deed unshapes me quite, makes me unpregnant and dull to all proceedings, a deflowered maid, and by an eminent body that enforced the law against it, but that her tender shame will not proclaim against her maiden loss. How she might tongue me! Yet reason dares her no, for my authority bears of a credent bulk that no particular scandal once can touch, but it confounds the breather. He should have lived. Save that his riotous youth, with dangerous sense, might in the times to come have taken revenge by so receiving a dishonored life with ransom of such shame. Would yet he had lived. Alack! When once our grace we have forgot, nothing goes right. We would, and we would not. Angelo feels guilty, is what this boils down to. He's kind of freaking out about having to hand the power over again, because also, she had said that, remember, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, we had like the Me Too speeches where he was like, who's going to believe you over me? But now it's occurring to him that since he slept with her, now he actually slept with Mariana, not Isabella, but he thought it was Isabella. But it's occurring to him now that maybe she has some sort of proof that they slept together, and maybe she'll tell some people, and with the Duke coming back, Angelo won't be able to just automatically squash what she has to say. Like the Duke might do something about it, and then he's like, I should not have killed Claudio. If Claudio was still alive, then maybe there's some hope that I could come out of this whole thing okay. Even though he might have like undone me in the future, he's like, crap, I should have let Claudio live. And that's the end of Act 4, Scene 4. So dun dun dun! We're getting dangerously close to the end of this play. I think we only go for about a week more on this before we move on to the next one. So we'll be finding out pretty soon what happens when the Duke comes back and when we get the big reveals and everybody finds out about all the switches that were going on. We have to resolve all of this somehow. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow as we get a little bit closer to the resolution of this play. Mwah.